food at home game?
It's my workout.
That is great to hear. So we have the beat writers here joining you for tomorrow's opener against Buffalo. We are just set, ready to get going. So we can give you a few seconds. And then the first question will be from Chris Ballas from the Wolverine.
No surprise.
Nobody else is stepping up, Coach.
Step up.
Just talk about Buffalo, and this is a pretty good basketball team. What have you seen from them on film, and what do you like about their team?
Yes, they are a pretty good basketball team. I've been told, and I've been seeing on film, that they're a very tough team that competes extremely hard on both ends of the floor. One of their biggest strengths is their offensive rebounding, and also the way how they put pressure on the basket. A well-coached team as well. You know, you have to add that. Have you seen the past history on that team as far as what they've done over the past years with the success of the program and winning the MAC, and also picked to win the MAC this year. So we're looking forward to a very competitive game on Wednesday.
And how'd those kids respond when you showed them the film of the exhibition and how they got beat on the glass? I would imagine as you expect them to.
Oh yeah, my kids own it. They saw it. No excuses for it, and they have the mindset to want to go out and get better. So we got a chance to redeem ourselves, but like I stressed earlier, Buffalo, that's one of their biggest strengths. So we will be tested on Wednesday.
Coach, your next question comes from Andrew Kahn from Ann Arbor News.
Hey, Juwan, you've been a part of banner raising ceremonies in the past. When that banner gets raised tomorrow night, like, I don't know if you can answer this, but will you be specifically thinking about anything, moments from last season or how that came to be, or yeah?
I'll be locked in. I'll be totally locked in to the game prep, as well as Buffalo.
Okay.
But it's great, that our team will be acknowledged for all the hard work and success that they've had last year. Give, the Michigan basketball team credit, where last season was a very challenging year, as we all know, with COVID, and then playing in the Big Ten Conference, one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in college basketball, where it was every game that you played, whether you're at home or on the road, was an extremely competitive ball game versus, well-coached teams, very talented ball clubs that you had to come out and bring it, night in and night out. And our team was prepared mentally. They were prepared on the floor to go out and compete. They did an amazing job of doing that, and I'm just so proud that they will be acknowledged for last season's accomplishments.
Thanks.
Next question is from Michael Cohen from the Detroit Free Press.
Hey, Juwan, do you have any update on Frankie and Zeb and whether they'll be available tomorrow?
No, I do not. Both are day-to-day.
Okay, thank you.
Next question is from Daniel Dash from the Maize and Blue Review.
Juwan, now that you've had some time to digest the DePaul scrimmage and the Wayne State exhibition, are there any things that maybe stood out that you didn't expect? Did you maybe learn anything about your team that didn't stand out during the fall camp practices?
Well, this time of the year, it's extremely early, and we haven't obviously played one regular season game yet, which we will get the opportunity on Wednesday. But I'm sure every coach in college basketball that's coaching their team will tell you that there's everything out there on the team. Out there within your team that you can improve on, and that's the same exact thing that I noticed with our group. That's you can name it from top to bottom. We can definitely improve on.
We are open for next question. Is a follow-up from Chris Ballas.
Coach, just talk about what you saw from Devonte in that first game. He had a few turnovers, but was he pretty much everything you expected him to be after seeing him in practices leading up?
Yeah, he played extremely well. A lot of plays that he made was exceptional plays of a guy at his level who've done it for so long. And it didn't surprise me, because in practice, what we develop, and everything that he has bought in to trying to, deliver to help his teammates get better, as well as to make plays for himself and others. I was impressed with his performance.
What do you see between him and Eli in terms of the camaraderie and the chemistry out there?
I see a growing backcourt that has a chance to be one of a toughest backcourt to compete against. And so I'm just happy that both are on our side.
Coach, we'll head back to Michael Cohen.
Hey, Juwan, Kobe, I know, has worked at the 1 and the 2, and he talked about trying to be effective in both of those areas. What have you seen when he has minutes at the point guard when Devonte is out or just taking a breather?
Well, Kobe has an exceptional skill level that is pretty unique, where, with his combo guard ability to be able to make plays, with the way how he's able to score the basketball, to see the floor, it's a work in progress, and he's growing in that area, and he will continue to grow because that's how he's wired, and that's how we as a staff would help him grow. That's all I can give you at this moment.
Devonte had mentioned that one of the things he looks for and tries to help young guards with are some of the reads that they have to make on offense, whether it's, ball screen coverage or whatever they're looking at. When it comes to those types of things, how does a player get better at those besides just doing it over and over again? Is it film study? Is it meeting with an older player? How do you get better at reads as a point guard?
Film is definitely one of the biggest areas on how it can help you improve in that area.
Next question is from Andrew Kahn.
Juwan, has Zeb practiced at all in the past 3 or 4 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Chris Ballas.
Coach Phil Martelli called Howard Isley the point guard whisperer. Can you just tell me what he's meant to your program and how those guys respond to him, those kids?
Oh, well, I mean, that's one of his biggest strengths. Is, a guy who's done it at the highest level. He also coached at the highest level and worked with some of the best NBA guards in NBA basketball. So, he has a unique way of development and helping our guys be able to develop into, what they want to become at that position. And Howard, I look at him in the future as being one of the best coaches, whether he want to go on the collegiate level or the NBA level. The guy would do well because of the way how people respond to him and the way how he teaches, and his communication skills are exceptional. And then overall, just the overall man himself, I would, definitely play for him if I had a chance. But I got 1 more year left, so if he ever go into college, I'll see if I can make a comeback.
You brought development. Phil also said that that's opened some doors for you guys on the recruiting trail. Without getting into specifics, can you just talk about how people have noticed that, looking at Franz and guys like that, and how much you play that up as a feather in your cap?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, Phil talked about development and on the recruiting trail, using that Franz's development and guys like that. Is that something that you bring up to guys as being hands-on teachers, and how have people responded to that?
Chris, I'm not going to tell you what I tell people on recruiting trail. That's personal, and you can get whatever you want from Phil. But as far as what you're going to get from me, you're not getting nothing.
Thanks.
We have a follow-up from Daniel Dash.
Juwan, in an age of a lot of assistant coaching turnover across college basketball, you've kept your staff intact for the first 3 years. I know that you're not limiting them, and you've talked about, excuse me, all of them as potential future head coaches. But now, I guess, going into your 3rd year altogether, can you describe your chemistry?
Our chemistry is nothing different than what it was in the beginning. We have a great working environment that is. I look at it, in my opinion, in my eyes, and I think some folks would agree it's a special group that really has pushed one another to be great.
Does anybody have anything else? I will go back to Michael Cohen.
Hey, Juwan, after the game against Wayne State, you mentioned how you'd love to be able to play all the guys every game if you could, because so many of them deserve minutes based on what they do in practice. From that man management standpoint, when it comes to explaining guys' roles or being honest with them about what their playing time may or may not be, how do you approach that, and how important is that to maintaining team chemistry and morale when you do have so many guys that want to be on the court?
Transparency and being honest. It's the best I can give you. And there's nothing better than that.
We'll go back to Daniel Dash for one more.
Juwan, you were very complimentary of Alex Wong, the program's old trainer. What are some of your first impressions of Chris Williams?
Chris has been great, and he's been awesome on all levels. Very smart guy, hard worker, young, energetic, fresh ideas. The staff, as well as all the student athletes, has really enjoyed just having Chris around, because when he speaks, we all listen, because he always have a lot of knowledge to share, and that's that goes on all levels. In life, you've thrown some nuggets out there just to help guys with what they're doing, outside of basketball, whether it's taking care of their health, or taking care of themselves out there, hanging out on campus. He's always been able to deliver some nice, nuggets that, will help with our guys with their growth, as a man. And I'm just proud to have, Chris a part of our staff, because his transition has been as smooth as it come.
How did you find Chris? Did someone in the program have a pre-existing relationship with him?
No. Well, not in my basketball program, but I think Michigan Athletics did a phenomenal job in firing him.
We got one more from Clayton Safey from the Wolverine.
Coach, with the way Devonte is such a good rebounder from the guard spot, how is that going to help your guys' transition game? And do you guys anticipate trying to get out and run a little bit more with him? Seems to be a strong suit for him.
Yeah, he does have a special knack at rebounding, and it's great to have a point guard that can help, limit teams to one-shot opportunities. We're going to need all hands on deck this year.
I think that's going to do it, Coach.
All right.
We appreciate it. We'll see you.
Thanks, Coach.